Representative Youakim, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Can you begin by telling us a little bit about yourself and what you do outside the legislature?
Yes, my husband and I have 3 kids, 20, 19, and 16. So we have 2 at University of Minnesota Morris, and we have the youngest at Hopkins High School, where my husband has taught for 21 years. And I had the wonderful opportunity to work there this interim as a supervisory paraprofessional in study hall and in the hallways and with at-risk youth.
Why did you decide to run for a seat in the House?
I had been on the Hopkins City Council for 9 years and had seen the disconnect sometimes between local government and state government, and wanted to make sure that the local voice was heard at the state level.
What are some of your legislative priorities?
This year, probably the #1 legislative priority of myself and those in my district is getting the Southwest Light Rail completed. It has been long awaited, planned for over 2 decades. We're to the point now where the cities have stepped up, the counties have stepped up in funding, the feds have shown good faith, and we just have the less than 10% the state has to put in. And that's what we're trying to accomplish this year.
What would you say is the most rewarding aspect of being a legislator?
Well, I would definitely have to say after going through 1 year now, it is talking with constituents and being able to help constituents with services that they need, making sure government's working for them. I do enjoy the session and getting bills passed. I did get one passed this year, but I'd have to say the most rewarding part is helping constituents.
And what was that bill that you got passed?
I got a bill that required a working group to see if we needed a silver alert here in Minnesota, and that it was some sort of alert system that would help those with Alzheimer's or dementia that had gone missing. The recommendations came back from the working group, and the recommendations were to beef up our crime action network that's already currently in place, the Emergency Action Network, and put a little more funding towards that, do some more outreach to the public to have them sign up, take away the barriers to businesses signing up for it, and also to train local law enforcement on how to make sure their missing persons reports are getting to the BCA and into the Action Network.
Who inspires you, and what do you find inspirational about him or her?
Well, I'd have to say a lot of it has to do with the women in my family. Both of my grandmothers that have since passed were very strong. One, the most recent one, died of Alzheimer's 2 years ago, which was my impetus for the Silver Alert bill. But I'd also have to point to my mother. She is a very strong woman herself. She beat breast cancer over 5 years ago and has this zest for life that I hope to emulate. She is way younger at heart than I am. In fact, when our children turn 18, she takes them skydiving, and she skydives herself. So she's done a lot of crazy things with her twin sister, and I just look at her love for life and hope I can be half that adventurous.
Representative Youakim, thank you.
You're welcome.